In this video, I'm going to talk about contacting supervisors. This can seem really daunting, sending that email with your ideas that you've probably thought about for a long time and contacting someone that you've never met before, that you don't know potentially, and asking them to speak to you. When I saw the position that I wanted to apply for online, it was an open PhD idea for a role that was part-time teaching assistant, part-time PhD student, and you had to submit your own proposal. And obviously this is something that I've never done before. I don't know anyone that's ever done a PhD, that's ever contacted supervisors before. So I just took the risk, and I remember searching through the university website, reading the staff profiles and looking at the staff research areas and finding someone that I thought was the best fit for my specific project idea. So my research looks at racial discrimination and health and how this influences the body's stress response. On the website, there was nobody that had any expertise specifically looking at race or anything to do with race. But there was one supervisor who did a lot of research into stress. So I sent him an email and said, introduced myself and said, you know, I'm thinking of applying for this position, and explained a little bit about what my research idea was. Would it be possible to arrange a meeting? And he replied to me, arranged a Teams meeting, and he was happy with my ideas. He had some different ideas as well, and we managed to grow the project together. I've contacted supervisors before, prior to this, in the past, and not had a response as well, which can sometimes feel really disappointing. But academics are often really busy and receive a lot of emails from potential students and don't have the capacity to get back to them, maybe, or don't need to take on any more students. So don't let that make you feel disheartened. Just keep on trying. It's the same as with applying for jobs. Sometimes you don't hear back, but you just have to keep on applying. So my advice would be to have a look on the university website, read through the staff profiles, read through their research and see if you think it's a good fit. See if there's any videos of them doing any talks online that you can have a look at, and just send that email, explain your ideas, introduce yourself, and see if they'd be willing to meet up for a quick informal chat to discuss your research ideas. Depending on what your idea is, depending on the staff's capacity, their workload is obviously depends on whether you will hear back, whether you will be able to meet with them, whether your ideas will align with theirs. But it's always worth taking the risk and sending them an email and making that contact. I think mistakes that could be made are overthinking the email, overthinking what information you're putting in there, how you're going to word things. Just address them in a polite way and try to be as concise as possible. Try to avoid waffling and lots of unnecessary information. Try and get the key points about why you want to meet with them, what are your ideas, and what are they going to get from meeting with you. Keeping it really simple and genuine is definitely what usually works best. Definitely make sure that you have an idea of that academic's research, read through some of their research papers and get a feel for what type of research it is that they're interested in, what methods do they usually use, so that you're aware of who they are. Completely normal for supervisors to receive emails from potential students with different ideas. So as long as you are aware of what their research interests are and what research they usually do, and that you've got a genuine interest in working with them, then it's completely normal to send them a message. So sending that email is the first step in beginning a conversation that could be a pivotal moment in your PhD career. So try not to overthink it. Keep the message as simple, straightforward as possible, and you've got nothing to lose. Try not to be too disappointed or disheartened if you don't hear back, and just keep on trying.